Hi everyone, Happy New Year from the one and only Celestia Angel. And I'm here today to do my first video of the new year, not about Sailor Moon, sadly, but, or we call it revamp, relaunch, and whatever. But I'm here today to do a video on my first period horror story. Oh, wow. Word of warning, if any one of you men that are watching do not want to hear about girl parts, there's an X button somewhere, so bye-bye. Oh, wow. I was fairly young when I got my first period. I was like 10, 11. I was in that age category. My mom was 11 to 13. She was in that right age category. Okay. I really want to say it was a beautiful mother-daughter gynecological bonding experience, but no, it wasn't. It was far, far from it. I remember being in the final 2 periods of my class where I remember that day I was not feeling good at all. I was just sick. I mean, my stomach was just literally in knots. I'm serious. My stomach was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So I thought it was something I ate, or I was exposed to someone that had the stomach flu, or something like that. But no, it wasn't, unfortunately. I thought maybe I could go to the nurse's office and lay down for the remainder of the period that I had, and then maybe I'd feel a little bit better. But no. I thought on my way to the nurse's office I would go to the bathroom, and this is where it kind of gets gory, but I'm going to tone it down a little bit. I noticed a very noticeable stain on my white undies. It was like that, maybe. And I was grateful I was wearing black sweatpants. I was grateful. I decided to wear black sweatpants at the last minute. I didn't care. I looked like a bum. I did not care. So, choking myself. So, I put some toilet paper on it, and I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm dying. And I quickly go to the nurse's office, and she's like, well, what's wrong? And by the way, I'm changing my parents' names for personal reasons. Okay. They're, the nurse is like, what's wrong? I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. I gotta go home. I'm hemorrhaging. I'm dying. And she's like, did this happen in the bathroom? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 10. And she goes, you're past due for a very important talk. Because I read somewhere you can get your period as young as 9. Because one of my friends did. One of my childhood friends, she got hers at like 9, and her sister got hers at 13. So it varies on the girl and everything like that. Because knowing my luck, if I have kids, and one of them is a daughter, which will be pure payback for everything I have done in my life, and I will blame the father. And, knowing my luck, she'll probably be like 12. That'd be my luck. Because my mom didn't really talk to me about periods and that. We had like a little bit of development classes. We had that because I was kind of developing early. And the rest of the students, they kind of weren't, but one or two of them were. And I was basically the same. I I was a bit shorter back then. I grew a few, like 2-3 inches. No lie. I'm short. If you see me in person, I am short. But that's just beside the point. Anyway, I, this is where it gets funny. The nurse takes me to her office and she gives me a tampon. And I'm like, what is this? And I knew of them, but I didn't know what they looked like. And she goes, it's a tampon. And I'm going, and what do I do with it? She goes, okay, you see this? She's explaining to me how to do it, and then she's like, okay, so you go to the bathroom, do like I showed you, and come back. Because I'm sending you home for the rest of the day. So you can lay down and take care of yourself. Oh, this is where it gets fun. My dad, he's an openly progressive dad, kind of open-minded, but not really. Though I wish to God it was my aunt or my mom that got the call. I prayed that it was them, not him. I broke him in on teenage years, but that was beside the point. Anyway, I'm laying down on the cot, and she's on the phone, and she has it on speakerphone. There's no one really in the office. There's just walking about, doing whatever. And I'm laying there in pain. I remember all this because it happened to me. And she's like, we're going to call my dad, Michael. The nurse asked, is Suzanne, his wife, home? She goes, my dad's like, no, what's wrong? And she goes, I would really like to talk to your wife. And he goes, she's at work. Can I help you? He could have taken that first gut instinct that, she doesn't really want to talk to you. The nurse doesn't want to talk to you. She wants to talk to the wife. It's like, or is her aunt around? Something. He's like, no, you just missed her. And I don't have her cell phone number or her beeper or whatever. And, ow, tangled. And, the nurse is like, sir, I would really like to talk to your wife. He goes, well, is my daughter okay? And she goes, yeah, she's fine. I would like to talk to your wife. He could have just taken that as a duh. And he goes, just tell me. And she goes, it was about her having her first period. You could literally hear the breathing on the other end. You literally heard it go quiet. And all you heard was like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, he signs me out. I'm not even looking at him. Alright. I'm not even looking at him. We go into his truck. takes me home. That was the longest 5-minute drive home of my life. I'm not even looking at him. As soon as we get into the garage, I go upstairs. I lock myself in the bathroom. I don't come out. And I keep on hearing him knocking. Sis, go away. And the nurse explained everything to me, and I'm thinking they did that. And she goes, well, if you think about it, it's a beautiful thing. I'm looking at her. I was like, you need your fucking eyes checked. Back then I swore. But not as much as I do now. 2 seconds later, my mom calls. My dad goes to the phone. And he's like, Susan, she won't come out the bathroom. She won't even talk to me. She won't even look at me. And she's like, hold on. What's going on? And he's like, I don't know. You shouldn't do somebody her in a period. She goes, leave her alone. She goes, Michael, calm down. Give me 4 seconds. Give me a minute. Give me like 4 minutes. And I'll be home. Leave her alone. 5 minutes later, she comes into the bathroom with like a big bag of pads. And she's like, wow. And I'm looking at her in the shower. I'm in the shower, completely naked, and I'm going, you. And she goes, I know I should have told you, but I thought, you take after me. You would have gotten it at 12. I was praying for you to get it at 12 or even 13. And she's like, I know I should have told you. And she sat me down after she calmed me down and told me. Why do I care how much of a keg are you down? Jeez Louise, you didn't even invite me, ass. Anyway, as I was saying, she sat me down after she explained to me everything. And then she went on to tell me that your life is not over when you get your period. Your life is beginning. You see my little tribute to Harry Potter. I'm a nerd. So what? Anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is they're making girls now ignorant of their periods. And I will be making another video as soon as I can. This is like my few minutes of freedom. Why should I care what the hell he drank? He didn't even invite me last night. Excuse me. Anyway, I should have slapped a little makeup on. But anyway, she explained to me that your life is not over when you first get your period, or when you get your period at all. Your life is beginning. She explained to me, and she answered my questions, and then she continued to talk to me. Then she had my aunt come over. My aunt was a nurse at the time, and she filled me in on what I should do or don't do. And they both pretty much told me that you can do pretty much anything that you would normally do. And they said just use common sense. That's all you have to do. After I first got my period, I was off the cycle for a while. 1 month I had no period. Like 2-3 months after I got my first period, I went 1 month with no period. No symptoms, no nothing. Then the next month I had the period straight, all through the month. Because your cycle is trying to sink into your body. And during that first year, I was like on and off, on and off. And I'm more accustomed to pads than I am tampons. I mean, I can use one, but they cause me physical pain. So, you know, use what you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with tampons, cool. If you're comfortable with pads, that's cool too. If you're comfortable with menstrual cups, more power to you. My mom didn't know what a menstrual cup was. I had to explain it to her. And I'm like, how am I going to explain this? So I just went on and told her. So, yeah. She even asked me, have you ever used one? I said, you know I've used a couple tampons every now and then when I didn't have anything. And she's like, I know. That's why she had me buy a box, just in case I'm out of pads and whatever. But I'm going to make another video, as I said, about how and what products I use and what I do when I'm on my period and whatever. But this is Celestia Angel saying, do not be ashamed of your period. I mean, girls hate it. I hate getting my period, and I'm 31 years old. And I'm in a next level of denial when I get my period. I'm like in another dimension of denial. It's like, no, no. And it's like, and guys are like, there's nothing serious about getting your period. Dude, there's like blood fucking coming out of us for like a week. So shut up about it. Alright. Anyway, that's for another video. Slap that subscribe, hit that like, and be sure to comment. I will be making videos every chance I get. I don't know. I'm not sure when I'm going to be making them in my next video, but I am going to be making another video soon. So, Celestia Angel saying, Happy New Year and deuces!